Hello, Dry January partakers. My name is Shell, and I'm the host of the podcast We Recover Loudly, the podcast that shines a light on addiction in the hospitality industry and gives a platform to those who are in recovery to share their positive stories. Today, I am joined by Joe from Clean Clothing Inc. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
Yeah, excellent. Absolutely brilliant. I am really excited to talk to you about this amazing t-shirt we are both wearing and the story behind it. But before we get into that, I do just want to give a big shout out to anybody watching this video. Well done on signing up for the challenge. As sometimes that is actually the hardest part, just committing and saying you're going to do it. So it's the 2nd of January today. Your body will already be adapting to the positive changes you've made. If you went particularly hard on New Year's Eve, it is very normal to still be feeling, which, I think a lot of people normally do, knowing that they're going to be abstinent for the month. But it is still really normal to feel those negative effects. Your body's detoxifying. It actually takes an hour for the body to eliminate 1 unit of alcohol. And for people going, well, what the hell's a unit? A unit is it's a single serve of a spirit, or, for example, like a pint of beer can be anything from 2.5 to 3 units, depending the strength. So just 1 pint of beer takes 3 hours to get out of your body, or a 175ml glass of wine, which none of us really pour, do we? That's also a couple of units. And again, it adds up without you realizing. So if you are sitting here day 2 thinking, oh my God, is this even worth it? I feel awful. Just remember that your body, it's repairing, it's replacing all of those minerals that you've lost. It's regenerating dopamine. So for me anyway, the most important thing to remember today is your why. If you are feeling rough, why are you doing this? Just remember your why. And I promise you it does get better. It really does.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Have you ever done Dry January?
I attempted it so many times. I think probably personal best was probably about 2 weeks.
What was it that after the 2 weeks? Yeah. What was it that stopped you? I think my personal best was 23 days.
I think my personal best overall, always trying to stop, was always after 2 weeks, I'd be like, oh, I've done 2 weeks. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll celebrate. I'll only have 4. And it's just a downhill from there again, isn't it?
It is. It's funny. I think probably after 2 weeks, you really start to, like you say, your body by that stage is replacing all of those minerals. Your dopamine is kind of hitting it. You've got all of those endorphins because you feel amazing, because your body is going, oh, I can do all of the things I was born to do. And it is. It's just natural, especially as us grown-ups. I don't know about you, but I feel like I deserve a treat at the end of every night purely for adulting. Of
course. Yeah.
And that's where a glass of wine or a gin and tonic or a beer normally comes in. And I mean, one of the things that we do talk about a lot on We Recover Loudly is not losing that ritual. So not losing that after dinner, that treat at the end of the day, but just replacing it with something else, like a non-alcoholic alternative, or, a gym workout. Absolutely not. I know that you're a gym buddy, Joe, so I know that for you, that's a really good replacement.
My daily treat is a protein chocolate yogurt, which is that's my evening treat.
Would Joe of 500 days ago, what would he think of Joe today saying that?
He would be absolutely disgusted. I think he would be like, absolutely not a chance.
But it is funny, isn't it? Like, when you stop putting alcohol in your body, like, slowly but surely, you do start to care about the other things that you are putting in, just naturally.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I was at the point where I would only eat every couple days, maybe.
Wow.
So for now to be tracking what I eat, concerned about what I'm putting in, is like a million miles away from where I was. So
yeah, no, it is. But again, listeners, it is only the 2nd of January. So please don't feel that if you are not like Joe, hitting the gym and the protein bars hard right now, that's also okay, because I can certainly remember in those early days of sobriety, one of the other things your body goes through is the sugar, the amount of sugar that's in alcohol, and the kind of the detoxing from the sugar. But then like that sugar addiction. I mean, I used to pound Haribo like an addict.
Oh, mine is cookies and donuts.
Oh, donuts.
They are my weakness.
I mean, donuts are just, I used to celebrate sobriety with a donut. So every month of sobriety would be celebrated with a donut. And every month the idea was to increase the donuts. But now I'm 20, coming up for 28 months sober. I don't think 28 donuts is probably not the way to go.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds good to me.
But yeah, I mean, if it keeps you going. So let's talk about your company. What made you start up a clothing company? What is your company? I mean, I know what it is, but the listeners probably don't.
Clean Clothes Inc. is a new fashion brand with recovery and sobriety at the heart of it, making clothes that are stylish but yet carry a message about recovery and sobriety, and just we want to be able to, for people to wear them and be proud of their sobriety and their recovery and what they've been through and the things they've overcome, and where they are now. Also, if you like, for people that want to support someone, obviously like family members and stuff of people in recovery, but yeah, just also spreading the message of it, that it's not dull and boring. It's sobriety and recovery is like a beautiful thing, and like you can go on and live an amazing life, like sober and in recovery. And I just want to spread that message like as far as I can, really.
Yeah, amen to that. I mean, we connected because we were so aligned with that particular message. You know, We Recover Loudly is specifically about people being proud to step in to their recovery, into their sober self, because there's so much shame around addiction, and yet it affects so many people. And even if it doesn't affect you directly, you'll probably know somebody. You might not even know you know somebody. And there's nobody who comes into recovery, and obviously people doing Dry January, there are very different people. Some are just doing it for the health benefits. Some people listening to this might really be concerned about their relationship with alcohol. And it's important to remember that nobody becomes an addict because they were having a lovely time. People who are addicts are generally or almost 100% will have had really challenging experiences. We're using alcohol and drugs, and other things to kind of forget those traumas. So there's actually, as much as there really shouldn't be shame around it. So I love that message of sharing the positive, because it is really something amazing to have gone through and to stand up in. So talking about standing up you stand, give us a twirl.
I'm not sure if you'll be able to see.
I think we can see. Yeah, we can. Look at that. To the left. Perfect. As you can tell, we did not rehearse this bit, guys. Yeah, a little bit. To the left a bit more. Smashing. Nailed it. See? That real life modelling right there, Joe. You've got a career ahead of you. So obviously Dry January, the famous logo for Dry January is this little guy here. It's the teacup with the umbrella on it, and the message behind that umbrella is, it's part of the community of alcohol change and part of the community of people doing Dry January. It does help you weather that storm and that barrage of people going, what do you mean you're doing it? Why are you doing it? Well, go on, have one. And when we connected, we really liked the idea of the fact that people make a lot of fuss of it, don't they? And sometimes it just feels a lot. I mean, what about, what did you want to say about the design?
I mean, along the same lines, I like that it's all those things that come, but it shouldn't be like that, should it? It's a choice, like acceptable as you wouldn't like. I think smoking's usually the one that people say, like, you wouldn't say to someone, do you want a fag? And if they say no, why not?
Yeah.
Why don't you want to put that in your body? It should be on the same sort of level as acceptability of saying no to that. It should just be normal. And I think this is a great time because obviously there will be so many people doing it. I think everyone will know somebody doing Dry January as well. I think it's huge now. So
I think there's potential, an estimated 9 million people will be signing up this year. So there really is a community around you, and part of the reason, again, with the t-shirt is it's to wear it out and loud and proud and walk around the street, and you never know, you might be somebody wearing this t-shirt that somebody else will kind of look over, and even just the visual of that, they suddenly know that they're not alone, and I think that's quite special, that you don't even realize that you're helping people just by walking down the road wearing something that says this, which is great.
Well, hopefully that will be the case.
Excellent.
Hopefully it's a design that people will like and be proud to wear. I think it's nice and stylish,
absolutely, it's an epic design. And so in the notes on this square, our square in the calendar, we've got a link to your website. We haven't put a discount code on this t-shirt, which I know is shocking in an advent calendar full of discounts, but the reason that we haven't is because all of the profits are going to Alcohol Change UK, and it was important to us that they got all of that. So you and I are not making any money from this t-shirt, just so that people are aware. The costs are going to the making of the t-shirt, and the wonderful company T-Mill have made sure that they have kept those costs to a very minimum. So anything that's over that is going directly to Alcohol Change UK. So we just wanted to make sure people realised that. If people want to know more about you and see your other incredible designs, and I've personally had a little sneak peek of some of the January designs or the New Year design, I'm very excited. But where's the best place for people to find you?
Google Clean Clothes Inc. or go direct to the website, which is just cleanclothesinc.com. They're probably the two easiest ways. I think Google and then straight to the website. Nice. See the design.
You're also very active. You're active as well on Instagram, aren't you? So that's a good shout.
Yeah. So that will be Clean Clothes Inc. 23 on Instagram.
Awesome stuff. Amazing. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, everyone, for watching and listening this. Day 2 down, or depending on what time you are watching this, day 2 in motion. Well done, everybody, for getting this far. Even just, those 48 hours, your body will be so grateful to you. And select the link, which will be down below this video somewhere. Get your t-shirts. They get delivered very quickly. I think the processing is 3 to 4 days, something like that.
4 days, I think.
Yeah, they get out there very fast. And then please make sure to wear your t-shirt and tag both of us on Instagram. So we
want to see pictures on Instagram.
Absolutely. So the tags are also going to be in the notes, but please do make sure to tag and share with everybody so we can see you wearing your t-shirt out in the wild.
Yeah.
Last question, Joe. People doing dry January, is there any tips or any little things that maybe you wish that you'd done those 2 weeks when you kept, you could only get those 2 weeks, same as me, is there anything that you want to tell people that, hey, I wish I'd done that, or any good advice?
I think for me, it would probably have been, I put a lot of pressure on it, I think. And then it kind of distracted from just being present and just doing things. Don't necessarily have to change massively what you do, but just enjoy your time with your friends and family and just making the most of that time and doing things and being present, enjoying it and not needing that distraction and that drink.
Yeah, that's very good advice. You're right, because you're making the decision to be present and to be there, and therefore enjoy it.
Yeah, make the most of it.
Make the most of it. And be wary of those protein bars. Joe, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for being a part of this incredible project. And get your t-shirts now, everybody. Thank you. Good luck for the rest of January.
Yeah, good luck.